Hello, chat. Get ready for the stream. I'm back. Finally, this stream is happening. There is one case of falling asleep and being too tired and not prepared. And then a second case of totally forgetting when I rescheduled the stream too. But now we're here, so yay! Yay! I do have to still upload my pictures I want to show into OBS, but that's fine. I can do that while we chat. Let's see. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention that's totally off topic from my Korea trip, but I started new audiobook. I think it's I feel like it's like book 4 in the Son of the Black Sword series by Larry Korea. Tower of Silence. I just started Tower of Silence, and if you haven't read any of Larry Korea's stuff, highly recommend. He does very fun stories, very like good pacing. His fight scenes are great. Good fight scenes. He's a gun nut, so he writes guns very well. This one is his first fantasy series, but I like it a lot. But he's also got the Monster Hunter stuff, and the Hard Magic is also a favorite of mine. So anyway, quick shout out to Larry Korea because he's a super cool dude, and I like his books. And I was listening to that today, so that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. Let's see here. All I gotta do is pull up the pictures, and then we'll just like walk through a slideshow and show off all my pictures from the trip. All right, let's see. Let me just go find that. How is everyone today? How's everyone doing? It's what's it? Wednesday night, and I'm paranoid. I feel like I hear a kid crying, but I'm not sure. Hang on. I think I'm imagining things. I won't get up. I won't get up unless I like actually hear a kid crying. Anyway, sorry. I think we're good. We should be able to get through this stream. Let's see. I need to go find my album. There we go. Let's see. Hello there. Hello, Adrian Cruz with the quote, "It's been 84 years," left on the VOD that, or not even the VOD, but the waiting room before I changed the time again. Hello there, hero of logic. Hello there, Setsuna Koni. Hello there, Matissa. My brain doesn't know what to do with an I next to an A. But welcome. Hello there, Lung. And hello there, JF. She lives! Yes, I do indeed live. Min hallucinations. Scary. For real, though. Let's see. Alright, let me just... Can I select all of these? Don't tell me I have to, like... I can just, like, do the whole album, right? Yeah, there we go. Download all. Bum bum bum. It had been getting pretty hot around here. It rained a good bit, and it's cooled off a little bit. And the humidity hasn't come back in, because the humidity was already climbing. And it kind of cooled just a little bit today, which wasn't too bad. So that was pretty nice. Let's see here. We'll put this over... This guy over there. Stream where she gets every chat member name correct. Not gonna happen. Unless, well, no, even if I sat there and like plugged each name into to like Google or something to pronounce it, you guys have like all these made up names and stuff that it wouldn't work. Never gonna happen. It's a pipe dream. Where was I going? I was going over here. Checking my files. But it was a very fun trip. It's very beautiful. I get to see all the cherry blossoms. I was so happy. I love cherry blossoms. I don't know what it is. They're like fleetingness is a big draw of like, oh, they're so beautiful. They're here for only but a moment, but I love them. I'll chase them down. I'll fly across a small ocean to see more. And also to hang out with mom and sis, but also to see cherry blossoms. Just happened to work out perfectly. Alright, I need to... Where'd my zip file go? I know you're here because I put you here. There you are. Okay. Alright. Oh, that's a lot of pictures. I got a lot of pictures, chat. I got a lot of pictures to show you. I was gonna put them in order. We will see if that works or not. Let's see here. Where do these guys even come from? There we go. Okay. Do that to make it simpler, right? That should work. Hey, Minna. Hello there, Squishy. Hello, hello. That would honestly be hilarious. Oh, wait, hang on. A Discord calls to correct pronunciation. The Minna call-in stream where you just pronounce your name. That would be kind of funny. Her birthday stream, instead of people calling and be like, oh, love you so much, Minna, you're the best, you're my Oshi. Just call in so I can actually know how to pronounce your name. Oh, man. That would be something else. Alright, let's see. Now, to see... Nope, don't do that. See if I can... There we go, okay. Alright, change the view, let's see. Oh, it might be out of order, we'll see. Let's see what happens when I upload stuff to my... Where is it? Where is... Why aren't you moving? OBS, hello? OBS, OBS, why are you not moving? Please tell me you're not crashing again, like you did the other time. Now I'm scared. Go back over there. Looks like we're still good. Alright. Let me scroll. Surely I can scroll. What are you? OBS. Why are you the way that you are? Why won't you scroll? Do I just have to make a new one? Slideshow. Oh, I'm done. Okay, I know what was happening. I was in studio mode. Let me take it out of studio mode. Haha. Oh. Wrong button. Okay. Haha. Okay, now I'm smart. Alright. Alright, let's see. Slideshow. Alright, just gotta go. Alright, I'm just gonna throw files in here. Sorry, I'm doing my prep while we're hanging out, but that's okay. At least I made it. Yeah, this is the reason that I can never, like, do any sort of corpo or anything, because there's too many other priorities to, like, that top streaming. So I love streaming's a lot of fun. Love streaming. But other things take priority sometimes. So I'm glad I can kind of hang out and do what I can without, like, too much pressure outside of myself of, like, when and how I stream or how scuffed it is and all that. It's just nice. It's nice having been catapulted into this little corner of the internet where I've got just a fun little audience to hang out with and do some fun streaming with. So I'm very grateful for that. And I cannot talk and look at things on the computer at the same time. I'm looking for... Surely... maybe I need to take it out of the zip file. Hang on. Bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna think what my next stream will be. I wonder if I'll try and... I like the Snufkin game, so I might play more of that. Or maybe I'll do another reading stream. I That could be fun. Maybe if I just take this and like stick it. I'll just kind of stick it in there. Hang on. Come on, thing. Go up this way. Go, 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 go. To where am I going? Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Ba bum 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 bum. There we go. There we go. I'll move this over here. There we go. Let's see. Did you visit the Gundam's shopping district in Korea? Gundam. Are you talking like Gundams, like the robots, or is that a name of a place? I'll Google it. We did go shopping for shores. My favorite place to shop was Insadong. No, I did not go. Well, yeah, all that come up when I searched that is, you know, Gundams. But Milliardo was not with us, so we did not go look at Gundams. We did do lots of shopping though. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? This one? Alright, there we go. Let's see. Now will it give me what I need? Bum, bum, bum. Once I get these files up, I'm just gonna kind of like walk you through. Hopefully it will go mostly in order of I'll just kind of walk you guys through each day, and I have fun pics of different buildings or things I saw I want to show you. I love sharing pictures. It's fun. It's fun. Here we go. Okay, there it is. Oh, okay. I can kind of... Here, let me see if I can semi-organize this. Starting from... that was the end of the trip. Let me go to the beginning. Let's see. If I do it like... I'm assuming if I just do it like this... Hang on. If I just do it like this, I'm assuming it will... I'll just kind of go... Yeah, I won't complicate it. I'll just keep it... Actually, that one first. Alright, now the rest. Now the rest. We'll just keep it easy. We'll let them all kind of lump together as they will. There we go. Right, I think I got it. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's see. I need to bring it there. Here we go. Here, I need to move this. Alright, hey chat. Hey chat. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. These things are everywhere in South Korea. Everywhere. They're one of the convenies, one of the little convenience stores. It's a cute name. They're just everywhere. Nice to see you. So funny, so funny. I will say, now I don't know if this is because I was in like the city for pretty much the whole trip and all the convenience stores were like kind of shoved in different places, but the convenience stores were very small. Very, very small. I did not see anything that compared to the convenience stores I've been to in Japan. Again, I don't know if I was just missing the bigger ones somehow. What I'm saying is, so far Japan wins on the convenience stores, and Lawson's is still my Oshi. That is my Kami Oshi Konbini in Japan. So, let's see. Let's start with the pictures. Alright, okay, wait. Before we start, like, into the pictures, I'll tell the tale. The tale of trying to make it there in the first place. So, I was using like a service to like hold on to my car while I was on my trip, so that was there when we got back. And let's see, I think I allotted how much time? I think I got to the airport at like 2. I was like, get to the airport at 2 and drop off the car, and then my flight left at like 4:45. And at the time, I wasn't thinking as much of like how long it takes to like board, like the boarding timeline, where it's like half an hour before the flight is supposed to take off, is like boarding and stuff. Um, so anyway, got there at about 2. Wasn't sure where I was supposed to take my car, and my cell service was like messing up, and I couldn't call them. And so I finally like unload the kids, grab the suitcase. I'm like pushing the double stroller with also like trying to push the suitcase. At one point I tried to get like Doe Kid to push a suitcase for me, but he was just wanting to play with it and that didn't work. A couple people helped push it at different times, which was helpful, but I like finally figured out how to get in because we were at like the parking, like the ground level, and I didn't see how to get into the building. And apparently that bottom level was just like mostly buses and taxis. So then I like finally figured out how to like go into an elevator, go up, go over the little skywalk, and then get inside to use the Wi-Fi to try and call the car people and be like, where am I supposed to go? And this guy spoke English, but in between trying to like keep the kids together and like talk to him, and I had no idea where the like main area for like regular people to drive was. That was apparently at the 3rd floor, and I'm like, what? Where is that? So finally we went just back downstairs, met at the car. That got taken care of, but by that point it was like 3 o'clock, so an hour had passed. So that was not a good start, but I was like, all right, that's fine, just gotta go in, get the tickets, go through security, it'll be fine. It was not. more stress awaited me. So I get my tickets, and then they asked for a piece of paperwork that I was totally clueless that I was supposed to have with me. I just I did not have it. And so I was like panic. I'm like, now I could call Milliardo and he could text me or like email it to me and I could show them through that and that would be fine. But I couldn't get a hold of him. The calls weren't going through, and I'm standing there, and it's like, at that point, it's probably like around an hour before my flight, and I'm trying to call him, and then I'm trying to talk to my friend who her husband works with him, and we're trying to call different people to try and get in touch with him, and then finally he gets in touch and is able to send the piece of paper I needed, or like text me the document that I'd forgotten. So finally I got that, because I was like panicking. I was like, I am not going to make this flight. I'm going to have to come back another day or something. That's going to throw the whole trip off. But I got my ticket, booked it, dropped off the suitcase, booked it to security, and it was a kind of short line. Like, I was the very last person in line at security. Like, no one came behind me, but I'm sitting there, and it's like 4 o'clock, and then it's like my flight leaves. I don't know how long it's gonna take getting through security. So I'm like, if I just stand here and look really panic, of like look down at my phone, look up at the flight schedule, look around, look down at my phone, look up at the flight schedule, just look like very panicked, standing here with the 2 little kids, surely, and then like someone will help me. And I waved down a couple people and tried to explain, and they're like, it's okay, it'll be okay. And I'm like, is it though? Is it gonna be okay? Are you sure? And finally someone was like, they're gonna hold the flight for you. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's very nice of them. We'll make our flight then. Again, I was the very last person in the security line. So I don't know why they didn't like bump me up faster in the security line. We got through the security line, and like it was very like low key, just kind of like throw stuff on the, I didn't have to take off shoes or anything, just throw bags on the little like wheelie thing, step through. I'd already like folded up the stroller, and there were people waiting to like take me to my flight. I don't know if they like, maybe they usually do, I don't know, maybe they usually have people that kind of help gather people at the end of security to help get them to their gates. But there's like a lady and a dude, and the dude grabbed the stroller, I had the kids. Doe Kid was already like, he likes to just move and run, so he was already kind of running. So then we just all started running, and the lady in her like heels and skirts running along with us. So I'm just like holding what I need, like the couple bags I'm bringing, holding on to Doe Baby, and we're just like booking it. make it to the flight. Oh, you know, there's customs too. Customs was pretty quick. But yeah, so we book it. We're like running. I think we got on the plane at like 5, or not 5, sorry, 4:47. So hopefully it wasn't delayed like by too much, but still, it was like, no, hope nobody was rude. No, no, um, they were all very nice. I think the only thing I was surprised at is that they didn't like, you know, bump me ahead in line to help me like for security to get to the flight sooner. Um, or maybe they never do that. I don't know. Or maybe I don't know. But it's fine. I made it. But no, everyone's very friendly, especially with kids. Everyone likes seeing the kids. They all think they're very cute. So yeah, no, everyone was as helpful as they could be. I was just panicking at several points, and they're just like, "It'll be fine." Or like the guy at the ticket counter, like he couldn't really help me, so I just like stood to the side, panicking, calling numbers until I got a hold of Milliardo. But we made it. It was a little wild, but we made it on the plane. So, whew. And it was a pretty short flight. Dough Baby is very wheelie, and even that short flight, I'm like, whew. It was a lot trying to keep you semi like contained and not like throwing things everywhere. Or he has a habit of if he's displeased with something, he's very loud, very suddenly. So managed to juggle them, get through the flight. Thankfully, Mom and Sis, canonically known as Graham Cracker and Chicken Tender, they got to South Korea the day before me, and so they had time to adjust and like get the hotel and everything. So it was pretty easy. Got in the see like most airports have like a fast lane for people with like kids or like people that are in wheelchairs. You know, if you've got like a stroller or like a wheelchair or you know something that makes it hard to stand in lines, there's usually a fast lane. I don't know why the airport I traveled from didn't have that, but anyway, they had that for like the customs when I got to South Korea, and then when we came back, they had it for getting through there, so that was good. But I made it, made it through, found them, you know. Dokid though, should I try and like rename them slightly instead of trying to? I feel like Dokid is long. I could call him Kiddo, and then Dough Baby could be. I had a name. I feel like I had an idea of how to shorten that and to make them like a little more distinct, because otherwise it's like you gotta catch the tail end. Dough Baby, Dough Kid. It could be Kiddo and Baby Roll, Dough Bun, Kiddo. Yeah, Kiddo is fun. Just stopping by, real quick to say hi. How are you? Hello there. I have no idea how to pronounce your name because it's a bunch of symbols. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm doing pretty well. I'm happy that I'm finally making this stream happen. I had a great time in South Korea. I'm excited to share photos from it and such. I'm recounting the crazy tale of trying to get there. Kiddo is cute. Yeah, Kiddo is pretty cute. I guess I'll stick with Dough Baby and Kiddo for now. I feel like that helps a little bit. Bread bye. Are you saying goodbye, Jefferson C? Bread bye is a good one though. Oh, you're probably saying bye to the guy that his name is Symbols. Bo. Call Dough Baby Bo. I don't know. Anyway, but Kiddo works at least. Anyway, but yeah, Kiddo was very, very happy to see Graham Cracker because all kids are obsessed with Graham Cracker because she's the best and she is like the kid magnet. All kids love her. All right, let's see. So for the next picture, what do we have? I think this was the very first pictures of cherry blossoms I got. Don't let the I guess the like sort of neon cherry blossoms by me. Don't let those fool you. I feel like I should take them over here. There we go. Yay! Cherry blossoms. So pretty, so pretty. Very first cherry blossoms I saw. The weather was nice and cool. It was like 50s, 60s. A little bit of breeze, a little bit of a breeze here and there. And at first I was worried that I packed too light because I get cold kind of easily. And I packed more for like maybe 60s, 70s, but honestly it wasn't bad. I had like a little like cardigan that I could pair with a lot. And I brought like I didn't bring any shorts. I had like skirts and long pants. And so it was actually like really comfortable. It was a really nice break. It wasn't really humid. It was just nice, like pleasant, easy weather. That's good. Definitely differentiates the two. Yeah, I'll stick with that. Because Dough Baby's pretty cute. Kiddo, I like. Oh no, not OMG, not Graham Cracker. That's too cute. Yeah, I think I assigned her that last time we did like the last time she visited, and we did a stream, and I like generated some pictures and made her character, and she's Graham Cracker. I feel like I should use their names more instead of just like mom and such. But anyway, these were the first cherry blossoms I saw, and it was like the forecast for cherry blossoms. It was delayed by like a day or two by like some sudden cold, and so we were actually there like right as they were like fully like phew. And these ones definitely like fade fast because we were there like a week, and by the end you could definitely see a lot of the petals had kind of fallen and more of the green was coming through for a lot of the trees. So I was so happy we got to see the cherry blossoms. I like names. Thank you, Hero of Logic. Let's see. All right, I think this was my first snack. I got some sort of that was really yummy, little croissant thing. I don't know if you can you see my mouse? I don't know if you can. I feel like I need to get a pointer. I meant to get a pointer. Just download like a PNG to move around. But anyway, the little croissant there was some sort of like almond croissant. It was very yummy. And then the drink, it looks like matcha, but it was actually pistachio. They're kind of a fan of pistachio and drinks here, but that was quite good. That was just at the airport. Quite good, quite good. Let's see. Oh, this was like a giant screen at the airport. It's like, I'm standing, I think on like the second level. It's very big. I thought I saw something about, what was it? Holding the flight. That's VIP treatment right there. I appreciated it. I sure did. I sure appreciated it. There's also another, what was it? Eric Jim Enns said, how many ads did you see of Samsung? I don't know because I don't speak the language. There's plenty of screens and ads around. I couldn't tell you which ones were for Samsung or not though. But anyway, this screen was cool. They had all kinds of different things on it. There's definitely lots of screens. They have lots of screens, which I think I commented at one point, like, is it because of Samsung being like, you know, controlling a lot, as they just put cool screens everywhere with like high definition and all this stuff. So that was fun. Kiddo enjoyed watching that screen and all the different little things that showed up on it. But that giraffe was kind of fun, where it like steps through the frame and like looks out. It's pretty neat. Let's see here. The grandparent / uncle / aunt relationship is easy mode to be H. Just fill them up with sugar, then give them back quickly. It's the opposite with my family. They get dropped off at the cousins that live close to the farm. They get dropped off at the farm all the time. And everyone helps out with them, which is awesome. They still have fun for sure. But oftentimes, Graham Cracker is really good with kids, so I don't know, after all these years dealing with the different things you gotta deal with kids is like just second nature to her, so she hangs on to them for a while. Let's see. Oh yeah, South Korea, like cyberpunk, but none of the cool parts. It's definitely like I remember seeing a video that was talking about, I forget if it was referencing any sort of material that was like basing cyberpunk stuff in like Japan, and they're like, actually Korea's kind of like our real life cyberpunk in the making over here, which is kind of true. Oh, there's a baby. All right, there's a baby. Let me try and nurse him, and I will be right back. here we are. We're back. We're back. Hello, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. I am back again. Back again. All right. Let me see. Goodbye, y'all. I'm gonna head off to bed and post some clips on Twitter later. Love y'all. Have a good night. Potato cancer. Sleep well. Sleep well. Oh, and earlier, Eric Jim Inns said children yearn working in the farm. The land, I mean, chores are chores, no matter where they're at, but it is much nicer. Well, no, sometimes it's nice doing chores outside, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you can just stand at the water trough in the backwoods and just kind of let your imagination roam, which I'm very grateful I had a lot of time doing that. And then other times it takes like 2 hours in like below freezing weather, breaking ice on water troughs and making sure everyone's fed. But man, yeah, as one of the downsides of being across the world is I can't just send the kids out on the land with their cousins hanging out with. Someday. But alright. I think I got. Yeah, I screenshotted the questions you guys asked while I was gone, so I'll answer those at the end. Oh, wait, BGM? No, BGM, my beloved, was taken away. Should still be there. If anyone can't hear the BGM, let me know. Should still be there. It's playing on my end. Oh, we're back though! Yay! Yay! Alright, let's see here. What's the next picture? It says I only have 11 pictures. We'll see if that's true. I don't know if it's capped at 11. I think I had more than 11, but we'll see. We'll see how far we get here. Alright. Ooh, so this place was cool. It was called Dream something. Gosh, I cannot remember the name now. Let me Google it. I meant to Google it earlier because I knew I wouldn't remember it. It's like Dream something. It's like a resort. Some sort of fancy resort near the airport. What was it called? Maybe Stream. What was it called? Man. Hey, Mom. If you're listening, what was the first place we went to called? It's Dream something. Anyway, there's like a shuttle bus, which was pretty easy to hop on and go over there, but it had this big, display thing with like the ceiling and along the walls, and it was blue forest thing, and also like a green forest thing that was very cute. It's got mushrooms and waterfall, and it's just like this long hallway. It's very cool. So that was really neat. And then another section. This is screens. The like rocks you're seeing and the waterfall, that's all screens. And sometimes there was like wind blowing through it, and sometimes it was like bubbles going up. That was pretty cool. So the first day, we stayed the night near the airport and then got I think checked out of the hotel and like put our luggage in lockers and like bussed over to see this place, which was pretty cool. It was fun to walk around. And then went back, gathered up our stuff, got on the bus to take us into Seoul, and then got off the bus and walked to the Airbnb, which was a pretty short walk. Oh yeah. But that place was pretty cool. Another display in it was like this thing, and I only have like 2 pictures, but usually it looked like this chandelier. That just kind of changed colors a little bit. I meant waiting screen BGM. You're fine now. Oh, okay. And then there was this whole little like show it did where all the parts were moving and there's different images. It was really hard to keep up with. There was all kinds of stuff going on there. That was pretty cool though. Whatever that dream resort was called. Imagine dream. Dream discovery. I don't know. Let's see, did Mom tell me? Inspire Resort. It wasn't even called Dream. It was called Inspire Resort. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. So, Inspire Resort. Cool place to look at some cool screens. Oh, this was funny. There's like, usually it's like alternated between that blue and that green, like tropical looking thing. And then, at certain times it did like this show with all these sea animals, and I thought it was kind of funny looking at everyone videoing it. That kind of amused me. Oh, is that the end? Oh, I'm gonna have to upload more. All right, hang on. I guess I'm just gonna have to go through cycles. Let's see, where is slideshow? All right. I guess there's only so many I can add. Why is it only giving me so many? I am confusion. I have a bunch there. I'm not sure. Wait, there we go. It's a ton. So odd. Where's the rest of them? Strange, so strange. Maybe we'll just do it like this. All the random stuff now. What is it? Okay, wait. I'm messing this up. I'm messing it up now. I don't know what I did. I was deleting random ones. Maybe I should have just deleted the... But now what does it do? Okay, now it's giving me other ones. Why is it confusing? I'm gonna start over. It wouldn't be a mini stream without Scott now, would? I'm just gonna like delete everything. And do like 10 at a time. And then delete those and upload another 10 or something. I got a lot of pictures though. I gotta see them. Time is it? Eastern time. It's like 10 p.m. And I had it confirmed that my dear father is listening. And it is way past his bedtime if it's 10 p.m. So, quick shout out. I love you, Dad. Thanks for listening to my streams. You can go to bed if you want, though. You can always listen to the VOD later. Surprised he's still up. Alright, am I out of pictures? How many pictures must I do? I'm so confused. I messed it up. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna make a new one. I'm gonna start over. Oh, it's morning? Oh, pfft. I don't know why I thought it was nighttime. I was like, oh, that's surprising. He's up at 10 p.m. My brother texted me, Minna, it's 11 a.m. Okay, fine. Okay. Well, hello. Good morning, Father. Good morning, Dad. You know, since like pretty much my whole family listens to my stream, I try and weave in compliments here and there. And so I will say, hey, Dad, I think you're pretty cool. It makes me a little sad when you use self-deprecating jokes because I think you're really cool. So, love you. Alright, let's see. Slideshow 3. Alright, let's see if we can add these files. Let's see, where was I at? My goodness, hang on a second. That scared me. Never mind, it was just Milliardo dropping something and making a loud noise. Dropping some sick beats. Alright, let's see. The slideshow confused me, so I'm starting over. It only, like, went up to 11 images in the slide, even though there's more images there, so I'll just do, like, 11 images at a time. Let's try that. Well, what have you dropped, though? That scared me. I'm, like, a little jittery now. Flipkin. Oh, yeah. Good old Pippa phone case. Did you guys know that? Did you know that lore, chat? Back before any of this started, any of this, when we were getting new phones back, like, oh no, is there a baby crying? Anyway, we were getting new phones. Milliardo's an iPhone guy, and he was choosing what iPhone to get. Oh, there's a baby. Alright, I'll finish the story real quick and go check on the baby again. I think the sound woke him. Anyway, he was choosing what phone to get. I think between the 13 and the 14 at the time, or whatever it was, and he just made a comment like, well, I saw a clip of Pippa saying not to get the 14 or something. So he got the 13, or maybe he just saw a title or something. Anyway, he heard something about Pippa saying why she didn't like the 14, but didn't see, like, why. So he was like, well, I'll get the 13. It's got a nice camera. And then he, like, watched the clip, and it was Pippa saying, like, oh, people that get the iPhone, then they're like, oh, they have a good camera for the 13 or whatever. Anyway, she was basically roasting on the reason he got the phone he did. So he drew a little Pippa, like, doing, like, a smirking laugh, and put it in the back of his phone case. So that's been there ever since. I better go check on Doe Baby. So I'll be back again. I'll be in the chat though if you guys want to talk to me in the chat. Maybe I'll just start answering questions in the chat while I get him back to sleep. Alright, I'll be back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm here. I have saved you from the ever so lovely BGM music on the waiting screen. All right, hello everyone. Hello, I'm back. I'm back. Hopefully, Doe Baby stays settled for a while. Minna in Brazil. When am I in Brazil? Oh, as a stream. Let's see. I traveled to Brazil. I don't think I want to take the kids there. I don't know about that. Hello there, Slipkin Slipper. Hello there, Slipkin Slipper. Could use some slippers. Can always use more slippers. All right, let's get back to it. It's getting a little late, so let's keep going here. So these coffees right here. This, I forget exactly what the brown topped one was. Maybe some sort of caramel. I always like caramel in coffee. And then the other was probably another pistachio, because I do like their pistachios. They were kind of bougie, kind of expensive, but very yummy. What had happened was, I believe at that point, Joe Baby had fallen asleep on me, and we had looked at the fun little lights, and then I was very tired, and we needed to wait like a few minutes for the bus to come to take us back to the airport. And so I found a chair and sat in it, and I was already thinking about coffee. And then a lady came by and she's like, hey, so this is actually like a cafe, because it was like the big lobby of this like resort place. And she was like, you know, you either have to like order or move to a different spot, because this is technically a cafe. I was like, cool, I'll get some coffee, because I don't want to get up and I want some coffee. So I got a bougie coffee. And then when we were leaving, I guess you get free Americanos. They just gave me like 2 Americanos to go. So that felt better, because it was kind of more like the price for 4 coffees, paying for these 2 coffees. So I felt better getting like 4 coffees out of it. So that was nice. But that was coffee. Yes, it's pretty yummy. It was pretty yummy coffee. It was like latte, like fancy lattes. Let's see. And then I have lots of pictures of just the buildings, because I think they look really cool. I like taking pictures of buildings. That's a very, very tall boy on the corner of the street there. Oh wait, there's 2. Oh, that's right. I have 2 slideshows. Hang on. Let me take. Hang on. We'll get to the trash later. Okay, there we go. Does it pause? Does it play? Start over. Oh, did I break it? What did I do? What did I do? I broke it. Hang on. Wait. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Hang on. Where's the other one? This one? Oh, there we go. Okay. And then, so that was Saturday. We ran around. Pretty simple day. Looked at the cool place with the screens. Gathered up our stuff. Got into Seoul. Found our cute little Airbnb. It was a very cute little spot. They had that night. They the place had like some karaoke mics and like a mini disco ball. So the kids had a great time with that. I got some really cute videos of Doe Baby like singing into the mic like, in a really funny way. So the kids had a great time with that, running around all over the place. It was like a small little apartment Airbnb. And then the next day, got up and went to the cathedral for mass. They had a 9 a.m. mass. So we grabbed a taxi. The taxi driver is also Catholic. He had a little rosary hanging on his little rearview mirror. So that was kind of fun. So I got to go to mass. Start the day off right. I snagged like a picture of the altar, see the disciples, pretty stained glass. It's a pretty big place. This was me kind of like zooming in on it. So that was very nice. A neat picture over here. I think it's neat seeing the like traditional clothing. Okay, let me make sure chat isn't. Last time I didn't like. There's the one time where I thought people just weren't chatting, and it turned out OBS wasn't working. So let me just double check my stream is still good. Yes, we're still good. We're still good. Looks like it. Alright. So then afterwards down down on the street by the church was like a little farmer's market. So cute little, just like a bunch of like greens laid out and a couple different things. So that was kind of fun. We hadn't gotten cash yet. We still had to go to the one of the money exchange places to get cash. I guess for the most part, it's largely like don't need cash society in like most of the places. I think more so like Japan is still more heavily like cash based than Korea is, I think. But still some of the streets, like, you know, there they needed cash. There's a handful of places that needed cash. Oh, it is like over top of me. Hang on. Maybe I can move it. There we go. There we go. That was fun. Another pretty cherry blossom. It's so pretty. I love the cherry blossoms. I thought this sign was funny. Don't talk about coffee flavor without tasting moon coffee. I am coffee. I am the coffee. I actually did end up having some moony coffee one of the other days. It was just like a little stand, but that's pretty funny to me. So after church, we were by Mongdong Street, I think. It's like one of the big tourist shopping areas. Mongdong, I think is how you say it. So that's like that area is more the tourist area. So we like popped in a little bit, saw some fun things, and shopped around a little bit, walked around, took some pictures, and then I think from there we went to the we had to find where to like go down into the underground market in that area. Oh wait, no. After that, we went. These were just more cool pictures, that I took of neat things. Oh, I'm at the end. Okay, let me see. I gotta upload more pictures. Let me see if I can get them to all properly go, and maybe if I just do slideshow, like pause and unpause. Ah, what did I do? Come back. I'm gonna try a different strategy, chat. Alright, empty. Bad files. What was the last thing we looked at? Let's see what happens if I put all of this on. Will it work? It might. Let's see. Alright, go back. There we go. Okay, just more fun pictures of cool things I saw. This was an everything store. I don't know if I went in that one though. It just looked cool. So Moon moved to Korea and got into coffee business. Moon. I don't know who Moon is. Let's see. Oh, this was cute. I was really tempted by these. This was in one of the shops. I was very tempted for the Pengu coffee mugs. But I already have coffee mugs, and I was trying to only get things that could be useful. And while that could be useful, I already have items that fill that need. So I was trying to avoid duplicating needs that were already met with certain objects. But the Pengu cups were very cool. Maybe I should have gotten them as a Christmas present. But oh well. There's also like, oh, these were cute. Look how tiny the automatons or whatever. They're so tiny. It was very short one. Very cute. And this hat was cute. I ended up getting this hat at I was like, oh, this hat's neat. I was debating if I should get it, and Kiddo really liked it, so I got it. That one's cute. He wore it around after that and looked very adorable. There was a very cool building. Ah, it goes fast. Hang on. Go back. Go back. I wonder if I can slow down. Hang on. Time is 2020 slides. One more time. There we go. Okay. I'm back at the beginning. There we go. Cute. I like how all the greeneries on that building is cute. And this one's like, I don't know what was going on there. It's all roped off and kind of closed down. There's definitely plenty of places around the city. Like, not all of it looked very shiny new. There's plenty of it that seemed more kind of like run down, but not in like a like dangerous feeling way. Just a very like lived in city, I guess. Lots of little nooks and crannies. Whoa, did the store actually have everything? I don't know. I don't know if I even went in that one. And then this place was cool. This was the Plant Cafe. And I didn't have time to look closely enough to see if all of those pretzels were real pretzels they made. I think they might have been, and they just let them like dry and harden. I don't know. But the fresh pretzels that they put like some filling in between, like we got like a chive one and like a honey garlic one and like a cream one. They were really good. Those bagels, not bagels, pretzels that were kind of like bagels actually, very good. And it was very cute vibes. Like, look at those cute plants. And then they had all these photo rooms. I have pictures of them, but this is the only one I have that doesn't have someone in it. But they had like 4 or 5 different like picture rooms for like Instagram, where there's one that was like a field of flowers, one that was like a beach. There was this room. There's one where there's like giant chess pieces hanging in the air. There's one that was like a mirrored floor and like a sky background that would made like a cool stage. That was kind of fun. Walked around there. Plant Cafe was very good. More cherry blossoms. They're so pretty. I love them. You'll see lots of pictures of cherry blossoms. So let's see. After that, yeah, we went to the Mangdong market, went to the underground market, walked around there, which is like by the subways. There's like a long section. There was lots of K-pop merch. There is like one of the good places to get it. There's one little store that had a whole bunch of cute, like neat little earrings. I got like an Alice in Wonderland. Oh, and Moomin. I got some Moomin stuff. I'll show. I got like a handful of pictures of some of the things that I got that were some of my favorites. So I'll show that at the end. But that was a fun little market. And then we went to the DDP. What did it stand for? Hang on. Let me remember what the DDP stood for. It was what was it stand for? The Dongdaemun Design Plaza. That's the DDP. And it's a very funny shaped building. And they have a whole bunch of stuff in there. They have like a kids play area. So Graham Cracker took, let's see, when we were walking in there, the plan was for Graham Cracker to take the kiddos, both kids upstairs to the play area, while Chicken Tender and I walked around and like shops. But I think like, I forget what it was. I think some of us want to head to the bathroom. So Sis and I had Dough Baby, and so Graham Cracker went upstairs to the play area. But apparently the Dough Baby wouldn't be old enough to go in there, so she let us know like, hey, don't bring him up here. They're not gonna let him in, so I'll just hang out with the kiddo. So we had Dough Baby. And Dough Baby was feeling his own will that day. I had like one of those backpacks with the little strap on the back, so that way he could actually kind of like walk and run, because he was wanting to like be down and run around. He didn't want to be carried, but they would still keep him from like darting off. So we like let him walk around with us. Went to one of the cafes in there and sat, and he was just so cute. We were both just sitting there, and we had like a little snack for him, and he was eating it, and he was just so adorable. I don't know what it was, but we're just sitting there like oohing and awing over him because it was just so cute. But then there was like some displays. There's like neat museums and history and stuff there, but we didn't get much of a chance to look at it because anytime I tried to pick up Dough Baby and like move him somewhere, he like screeched like loud and fighting me and wanting to get down and run around where he wanted to go. But we did find the cherry blossoms outside, and so it's been a good bit just enjoying kind of hanging out, looking at the cherry blossoms. He just wanted to like play with this little fountain, and so we just kind of hung out with the cherry blossoms, enjoying that for a good while. They're just so pretty. Hopefully I'm not clicking through too fast, but like that one's a slightly different plant. But like, look how pretty the cherry blossoms are, and then you got the funny little building back there. Everyone was enjoying the cherry blossoms. They're so much lighter. They're much lighter than the cherry blossoms I saw in Japan. With a fun bird. But like, look at that. I don't know if you can like zoom in on it, but it's like you've got the pretty cherry blossoms, you've got the mountain just in the background, you got the buildings. It's so pretty. Let's see, oh, that's another good view with the mountains back there, and you kind of got the DDP. Pretty cherry blossoms. They're so pretty. I love them. And then here's like part of one of the funny like arches. It's a really funny shaped building. And then, all right, I guess I didn't take oh wait, no, maybe I did. I think this was like, there's some like food court, big food court shopping areas, which it was mostly just restaurants in one of the lower levels of the DDP. So I think we went in a convenience store and had to snap a pic of their coffees. So I'm used to like getting coffees. They sure do have a lot of Starbucks though. I don't have as many Starbucks over here. Oh, and then I saw this all over the place. A brand called Netflix. That's different kind of snacks. Popcorns or chips and things. It's very interesting. Another view of the DDP. Okay, so you see this like long walkway. And then they have like some excavated and like relocated ruins that I think were related to different like camps or like training grounds for the military in the past. And what am I looking at? You're looking at cherry blossoms in a very funny shaped building. So this little walkway, it was like tall enough that Dough Baby couldn't just like walk in there. And over, if you see like there's that door kind of on the lower level down there. I should have gotten like a pointer to use. But anyway, I had been in the food court with Chicken Tender, my sister. And Dough Baby was not having it. He was, because we'd been outside with the cherry blossoms for a while, and finally we were like, we need to go eat and gather up. And I finally picked him up and like put him in the front of the carrier and kind of walked off to the side where there weren't as many people because he was screaming his head off. Screaming, screeching, fighting. I managed to get him to like nurse for a little bit and like calm down for a little bit, and then he got upset again, so I'm just gonna like try to walk quickly with him to get somewhere because he was not happy. And we managed to order some food quickly, and then I came out here with him and I was like, alright, call me when the food's out. Like, food comes out, you eat it, call me and we'll swap so that you can play with him and I can eat. But gosh, I came out here and I'm trying to hold him, bounce him, he's fighting me. I finally set him on the ground and he just like, you know, shoots across to this little sort of bench you can kind of see people in the background sitting on, and like climbs up and stands at the wall and starts just like chattering to himself, looking at the rocks, and is totally happy. And he had just been screaming so loudly and fighting me, and then was totally happy. There's like a couple, like a, you know, older couple sitting, not like super old, but probably middle-aged. And he was like right next to them, and we both just kind of like looked at each other and shook our heads, because it was just like, wow. That's all it took. All it took to calm you down was to be free and go look at rocks. LOL, rock whisperer. The food I ended up getting, I don't even know, like, I know someone asked about, like, the food, and the thing was, like, there wasn't many opportunities to, like, sit down and try much food, mainly because, like, it's hard to sit down places for the kids. I think the place I got stuff from in the, like, food court area was I don't even know what it was. I think I got, gosh, I can't remember. It was kind of bland. It wasn't Korean food. It was something else, but it was kind of bland. Um, it was maybe a soup. I'm not sure. It was very just okay. But the little like pot stickers were very yummy from there. Um, but we ended up at this DDP place for like most of the afternoon, eating, gathering up. Kiddo had fun playing in the kid area. I walked around here for a while taking pictures and keeping an eye on the child. This was cute. The little white skirt there is a tissue box, so that's a tissue. So I thought that was very cute. This was in the mango place. I also got a mango smoothie on the way out. The mango place, the store was all yellow, but I thought that was a very cute tissue box. There's the DDP at night. Kind of got some lights on it. Very funny shaped building. This is a little cafe I went into that was like car themed. Oh, sorry. Had all these different. It had well, it was playing American like pop music. Had a bunch of artists up there. I can see like Post Malone and like Ed Sheeran or different people, and then had all these funny like signs. And I guess the cafe was called like No Reverse, something like that. That was a cute shop though. I had some yummy coffee. That was one of the coffees I got. I also got a hat there. I'll show you the hat later. It was a cute hat. So that was yummy. They also had like some tiramisu and some sort of like small cheesecake thing. There were so many coffee shops. So many. Can't even just like, couldn't even count how many coffee shops are there. There's another very cool building. I think the ones on the corner that are very tall and skinny look neat. You can see like Korean on the road there. This, I don't know why, but Glue Hotel is very funny to me. This is Glue Hotel, and it's this very tall gray building. This was just like a neat shot of like some of just the inner parts of the city of just like, oh, you know, there's all the tall dramatic buildings, and then there's just these parts with, you know, little shops and little places, and, you know, kind of turns into a maze. Cool little motorcycle thing there. There's, if you look closely, there's a Snorlax sitting behind the windshield of that bike, and I'm pretty sure I saw that bike another time, but I didn't like stop to take a picture to compare. But I'm pretty sure I saw another bike with a Snorlax on it, so I don't know if there's two people with Snorlaxes on their bikes, but I saw it twice. Oh, and then okay, so those pictures of that stuff was the next day. Day 3, let's see, it would have been, yeah, day 3. We went to Seoul Forest. This was, and it was like the perfect time for cherry blossoms, and there's tons of cherry blossom trees and everything. So there's beautiful tulips, lots of people taking pictures of tulips. Oh, and this day, it was like a night, it was like, it wasn't cold at all. It was probably a nice, like, upper 50s, lower 60s. It was pleasant outside. And Kiddo refused a shirt and shoes. He was only in his, like, shorts running around the park. And everyone's in their jackets. Everyone's dressed in jackets there. And so they'd, like, stare at him. I mean, a lot of people looked at the kids a lot. But everyone kept, like, staring at him of, like, oh... You know, everyone thought he was cold, but none of us were cold. Like, we were in, like, light clothing. Like, I sometimes wore my little cardigan, but the people were walking around in, like, puffer jackets. And we were like, it's not even cold. Oh, and people taking pictures of their dogs. Look at this good dog. Look at this good doggo. Sitting, posing so nicely. He was sat down there, and his owner went to the other side of the flowers and taking pictures. Very cute, very cute. I'm gonna breeze through these because I have 200 photos. Also, the tiny dogs. I see a lot of tiny dogs around. They were like dressed up in dresses in these little carriages. I wonder if those are dog carriages? Or if they converted baby carriages into it. I'm guessing like dog carriages. Still very strange to me though. But they were princess dogs. They were all dressed up. Ah, there's some cherry blossoms. Very lovely. And then the tall buildings. I got some cool pictures of like how tall those buildings are. Let's and I don't know like if there was just an event or what, but there's several places that were just like mounds of trash. So I think this was a Monday, so I don't know if like over the weekend there was like a whole lot of people and a whole lot of trash, but they had gotten it all like gathered up and were going around like collecting it. But it was like a lot of trash. I had to be in some of the pictures I wanted to take. I had to like angle it to not get the trash in the background because it was kind of a lot. That's got to be animal abuse for sure. I wouldn't jump to that. I think just dressing them up it can't be considered animal abuse. It is definitely a choice though. These books were cute. I thought they were cute and they're very tall. There's a bunch of statues at Seoul Park. More cherry blossoms, so many people picnicking. There was some like giant picnic table back there that there was a line of people waiting to take pictures on it. I did not wait, but I think at this point, Doe Baby had fallen asleep in the stroller, and I was just walking around with a kiddo, and he was just having a lot of fun dancing around these trees and found a stick to dig in the dirt. Finally convinced him to follow us to the playground. There's the beautiful trees, beautiful cherry blossoms. You can kind of see the green on the one to the side over on the left. I don't know if it's probably a cherry blossom. I'm surprised it's going green so soon, but they're so pretty, chat. They're so pretty. I love the cherry blossoms. Oh, the tulips had like mulch in them for some reason. So I got a picture of it. This was kind of neat. A little walkway. Reminds me of like a hobbit hole. Very fun, very fun. This was my lunch. There was a sandwich place. So I got a sandwich. Took it with me and had a nice little lunch. It was kind of like a little sparkling, it was like an aid. It was like a strawberry aid with like mushed up strawberries at the bottom. And then I got a, oh yummy, like sandwich. It was very good. It was a good snack. This lake was very beautiful. And again, beautiful cherry blossoms. We spent like most of the morning just walking around taking pictures. Well, mostly I took pictures. I did little mini photo shoots and stuff. All kind of tag teaming, like taking pictures or who's walking around with the kids and whatnot. Just having like 3 able bodies of like me, Graham Cracker, and Chicken Tender, who is also used to wrangling kids. Between the 3 of us, we could keep up with them, but it was still kind of tiring at times. So that was a nice park. We just kind of enjoyed hanging out there for a while. Now look how tall these buildings are. They're so tall. They're just like towering. Just like these 4 buildings, maybe 5, all grouped together. This is a cute little display. Maybe I should move myself a bit. Hang on. I don't want to cover up too much of the pretty pictures. I can go over here. Ta-da! There we go. Pretty pictures. Pretty pictures. Oh, you know what? I just realized. No, never mind. That doesn't make sense. I was thinking about technical stuff on OBS, but I think I was mistaken, so never mind. Aw, look at the snow. I'm over here. Look at the snow. It's snowing cherry blossoms. It's so like when the wind blows and it all falls down like that. It's so cute. I love it. Oh, more tall buildings. I thought that was kind of a fun picture angling up like that. Okay, so let's see. After we spent a good bit of time in the Seoul Forest, and then went Chicken Tender and I were gonna go to this abandoned amusement park, but the kids were kind of fussy and needy that day of me, so we let her go check it out because like the taxi systems, they all like work through an app, and you have like your T-Money card, and it's all very regulated. And it's all pretty safe. So we and Chicken Tender and her little self go explore for a little bit. The amusement park ended up not being open, but she found like some thrift shops and stuff. And we went to, the next place we went was Children's Design Park, I think. I went in the bathroom, and this was such an odd thing. It's a bar of soap stuck on the end of a pole. I've never seen that before, and it fascinated me. So there you go. But there's also cool water. Man, it looks really overcast in this picture. But there was like this really cool water show that was happening, and when we walked up to it, it was doing Howl's Moving Castle, Merry-Go-Round of Life. It was playing Merry-Go-Round of Life and like doing the water show with it, which was very sweet. That was the song Milliardo and I danced to at our wedding. So I was like, Merry-Go-Round of Life, and they played several other songs and did like some water show stuff with it for a bit, and then I don't know how long it had been going, but it was probably like maybe like a 15 or 20-minute little water show of sorts. It had several songs, so that was cool. Got to see that. It did all kinds of stuff. It was really neat. I have the video. It was very neat how it worked. And then more cherry blossoms! We just walked around enjoying cherry blossoms all day on that third day, and it was like peak, perfect cherry blossom season. It was wonderful. And like, look how pretty they are! They're so pretty! I have so many pictures of cherry blossoms. I love it. I mean, just look at that. Like, look at how vibrant. Look at like a little white pinkness. It's so lovely. I love it. That soap thing is actually pretty clever. I like it. Yeah, I mean, like, it works. I bet it lasts for a long time. I've just never seen it before. Never seen something like that before. More cherry blossoms. So we just like walked around this park. We meant to find a playground. And the one area we passed, the playground was closed, and we didn't loop around to the other part where there's a playground. So I feel like a little sad that we didn't find like a spot to let the kids up and play, because they're mostly in the stroller. Kiddo got up a couple times to run around. We did find I feel like maybe I should change the background. Hang on. I feel like the other background was kind of distracting from the pictures. But here is more cherry blossoms! All along this way I just kept like taking pictures and taking selfies and getting Graham Cracker to take pictures of me. They're just so pretty. They're just everywhere. And then there's this little amusement park, and we got like a couple tickets for Kiddo, but he like said he wanted to ride stuff, but didn't really want to ride anything, so we ended up just giving them away. But I very much enjoyed taking pictures, because you've got like that cool mountain, you've got the carousel and the rides, and you got those cherry blossoms. Like, that looks really cool. I was kind of happy with some of the pictures I took. Maybe I'll linger on them a little bit. So it's 1 a.m., so I'm kind of feeling a bit tired, so I probably won't linger too long. But it's very pretty. Look at those cherry blossoms. Look at that carousel. And then this was another little walk. A little fountain. Yay, little fountain! Woo! Very cute. Soul of my soul. A little slogan there. I think that was one of the other ends of the grandchildren's park, I think. And then, let's see. So then after we were done with this park, I believe we got a taxi, went back to the Airbnb, and then sister and I popped out because I really wanted to see a Daiso. There's a like 12-story Daiso in Seoul, which was like, I was like, I want to go see it. But Graham Cracker and all her research, because she's really good at research, and scouring all the like Facebook pages for like traveling different areas and all the different things, and everyone was saying that Daiso wasn't really worth going to, because it was very like cramped and small, and like there's only like one elevator, and it's kind of annoying. They were like, go to this other Daiso. So I was like, I gotta go to a Daiso because I love Daisos. So we all like gathered back at the house, and then sister and I went out. There's another like underground shopping area, mostly clothes, some shoes, and then I guess I didn't get pictures of the Daiso, but I did find the Daiso and found some cute things in the Daiso. And then we were both very tired. It was like probably at least like 9 o'clock. I was like, we probably need some food before we head back. There's a Coco's curry, which I was like, oh, that's kind of fun to see. I kind of want some Coco's curry, but I was also like, we need to grab something really fast. Coco's is kind of fast, but for simplicity, just went to there's a Burger King. I haven't had Burger King in a long time, but I got the Burger King there. That was alright. So I brought that for food. Okay, quick talk about food. Lots of neat food there. We didn't get much of a chance to, like, actually sit down, except for, like, once, maybe a couple times. So we mostly, like, got stuff from the konbini, or we got some street food, or we got, like, pickup, takeout stuff. I'm trying to remember all the different foods we tried. I did try, the thing that starts with a T that's like takobaki or something, that's like a little like, it's like funny dough noodle thing in like some spicy sauce. We did try that from like a street vendor. That wasn't bad. I had like a leek cake, like a leek pancake. That was good. We tried like a corn that was very gummy. I don't know what was up with that. I didn't find any corn dogs. I did have some good chicken. I'll get to that later. What else did we have? And there was one night that sister and I went and like sat at a Korean barbecue place, which I got some pictures of, but I don't know like what different variations there are. As far as like how the Korean barbecue is done over there. We only tried the one place. But it was kind of confusing. And I was surprised it didn't come with rice. And I gotta say I like the yakiniku, like the way they do grilled meat over here in Japan better. But anyway, got a little picture of the night view after we went to the Daiso. Also, I saw this sign. Only Jesus. It's a great sign. I guess it's like a cafe. Oh, I went to plenty of cafes and got plenty of coffee, and there was like a sandwich place that was really good. Maybe some other time we'll like have more time to try out more of the food. But I don't know, just looking at the menus on different places, not a whole lot of it really called to me because I am not a spicy person. Oh, hello there. Could you bring me some water? Thanks. Sent the husband to get some water. I am parched. But yeah, that sign's kind of funny. I think it was a restaurant, like a little restaurant or cafe. Only Jesus. This was a neat, one of the konbinis had like a whole bunch of fruit, which was kind of fun. They got onions there too. A whole bunch of bananas, oranges, and other stuffs. Yeah, oh, I love the mountains. I loved seeing the like tall mountains, especially contrasted with the city. So this was day, let's see. Must be Tuesday, day 4? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, day 4. At this point, because like the Sunday we were able to like get up and get to the take the taxi down to the church for the 9 a.m. mass, which was pretty good. Got out of the house, and then as like the time went on, and it took us longer and longer to get out of the apartment, it seemed, especially getting like the kids ready and trying to get clothes on and all that. So for this day, we mostly just like got up and like took a walk. Oh, hello. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Animal abuse and clever soup. Must be a Minna stream.
If you say so. Those two chats were unrelated.
They should be each other.
So let's see. So like we took taxis because they were pretty cheap for a fair bit of getting around. Like if we needed to get somewhere quick, or if like we were all tired. But for this morning we like got out and just took a nice little walk down to Palace, is it? Hang on, let me How do you say the name of this palace? English is hard enough to pronounce, much less Korean. Seoul Palace. And this one starts with a G. Let me see how you pronounce it. I'm gonna see. Jongbokgung. Jongbokgung. So we went down to meet at that palace. Because we'd gotten tickets for this K-pop experience where you meet up at like 1 p.m., do like a little tour around Seoul, and then all this stuff. So we took a nice little leisurely walk. Met up there, got everyone set up. Graham Cracker had the kids, the double stroller and the diaper bag and everything, and I gave the kids cuddles and everything, and then managed to join in with the group. And Graham Cracker took them to the like play places and walking around. She just I think she spent like most of the day just walking around with them in the stroller, going lots of places, seeing lots of things. Because it's a very walkable city. Like 20-minute walk can get you pretty far. 30-minute walk, But so they played a bunch and they just walked. I don't think they got back to the Airbnb until it was late, like maybe 8 or something. She just spent all day walking with the stroller and the kids. So there's something to be said about being a young grandma, having your kids young and being a young grandma, because then you can do a whole bunch of stuff with them still. So she's awesome for that. She's a boss. Oh, that was so cringe to say. She's not a boss. She's mom. She's awesome. So she had them, walked around, saw cool stuff, just enjoyed seeing the city, and she explored the Insadong market a bunch. And so in the meantime, Sis and I, it was this whole K-pop experience. But it was also combined with a Seoul experience of seeing Seoul. And so we walked around with a little tour of some of the different areas around that one palace, Jongbokgung. And though there's another group that kind of got mixed up in ours, and so it was kind of hard to hear the tour lady unless you were right up there, and they kind of apologized for that later, that wasn't supposed to happen. But in the time of walking around and also standing waiting for the tour to start, we made friends with some other ladies, because the little group that we had was just for foreigners. So we made friends with some other K-pop fans that were more like my age. I was probably the only non-K-pop fan. I know just a little bit of what Chicken Tender's shown me. My main draw to Seoul is from reading webcomics. And there's also, I noticed there was a kid, seemed like a teenage boy, and his parents or grandparents that were seem much older and walking with a cane or kind of have a hard time moving around, and so they joined us on this tour. So we walked around a little bit, saw some cool different things. There's the palace, the mountains look so cool. I think this is the palace that was in my other background. It has a very cool ornate thing. There's one of the emperors, I can't remember, but that mountain do look cool. Oh yeah, there's the palace. There's the mountain. Looking real nice. There's a little market we walked past. I wish I had had a chance to check out that market. There's some cute stuff there. And then this guy that when Japan was constantly over trying to conquer Korea, this guy, there was a great battle that he drove him off, and then she explained the tall water spurts in the middle were represented his men, and then the ones on the outside represented the guys they were fighting or something. It's kind of hard to hear, but it was pretty neat. cool statues. And it's just neat seeing like the contrast of the big tall buildings and the cool intricate architect of older style, traditional style. There's this big cone that was like at the entrance of I guess there was this like, what is it? Do I have it here? This long like line of buildings that were all the media, like newspapers and TV and media people, and the cone had something to do with that. I forget, like it was like nature and progress combined or something, and when the water caught in the cone, there's actually like a little divot in the concrete that then, if you look here, well, you can't really see it, but there's like a river of sorts, little waterway. Yeah, you can't see it, but there's like a little waterway down that way, and there's a little rivet that brings the water there. That's kind of fun. I don't know why this picture looks so pink and cool, but more cherry blossoms, yay! So we walked around, had the little tour. I'll go back to this one. I don't think I have any pictures, or I didn't put them on there, but then we went in this building that had these different like little stages set up that you could like do your own like pictures and little dance with, and a bunch of little stages you could play on. So it was like this whole building that had a bunch of different levels that had different displays and stuff about Korea culture and different things. I was a little worried about being like lost from the group, because they mentioned like, all right, we're gonna be in here until and I thought they said like 4:20, and that was only like half an hour, so I was worried about like getting left behind. And so I went to like the downstairs meeting area, but no, nothing was happening, so I went up to the cafe upstairs, saw one of the ladies that had been giving the tour, and confirmed with her that it was actually like 3:30, so we had more time. So I got a little coffee and these funny little donuts. I got a tiramisu donut. When I ate it, it made such a mess. My face was all like chocolatey. So we had a bunch of time hanging out there, and you know, I mostly just hung out in the upstairs with the cafe, and they had like some stuff with snacks or movie things and music, and reading about the display up there. It seems like there's a big initiative to like boost tourism in South Korea. So like 2023 and 2024, I guess, is like preparing for that, like gathering up information or data or like plans to really push tourism. So that was interesting. If I'd realized more of what was in there, I may have explored a bit more. But as it was, we just like hung out. And then we went on a bus, kind of a long bus ride. And at this point, we were also like mostly just chatting with the new friends we had. Went on the bus ride to this other area. And then we got there, and they're like, all right, you have 40 minutes to walk around in this little area, and then we're gonna meet back here and line up to get ready for the K-pop experience thing. Also, there is like two buildings, like you see the building here where there's Holly's Coffee and the Young or something. Both of those are coffee shops. There may have been a third coffee shop at the end of this building. And then behind me, there was like two other coffee shops. So that should give you an idea of how many coffee shops there are. Like, there's all kinds of random little ones. There's a whole bunch of chain ones that are everywhere. There's one called the Twosome Place. It sounded super sus to me. So many yummy drinks, though. So many coffee shops, so many. So we walked around for like 40 minutes. We just like, it kind of reminded me of like, you know, in a Jane Austen book where the ladies take a stroll, a turn about the room or whatever. So we like walked around the block around the building, just like chatting with our new friends. And so that was fun. Kind of made me think of like ladies going for a walk to chat. Then we lined up, and they were like, you know, you can't bring any food or drinks in there. There's this, I'd seen this drink like right before we lined up, and I was like, oh, I really want that, but I don't have time to drink it before we go in. I should have got it, because we were standing there for like another 40 minutes, and I felt bad for like the, I think they found somewhere to sit, but the older couple that were there with the teenager, I was like, oh gosh, this has got to be hard on them. So we stood there for like 40 minutes. We were all like, this is taking a while. But, and there was like all these other groups standing there too, different like fan groups and stuff. And so different groups are there, and then finally they start being taken in one by one. And it's like this little studio audience kind of setup. It's pretty small. Though there's a good bit of people in there. But like it's not like arena size or auditorium size even. It's pretty small and condensed. And so there's this thing called the show. And actually I meant to look up, maybe I'll look it up which one it was we saw. And it was fascinating because we got to see a bunch of the groups perform on the stage, and it was funny watching like the camera boom people, like they would have a workout like directing that camera everywhere. So that was really cool. Like even though I'm not like a big K-pop person, it was very fun getting to experience that. But as like a dancer, I'm like, dang, that is some crazy dancing. And how are you also singing? So, and it was hard to tell sometimes, but like some groups came on and they like did their whole thing, whole song and dance live. And then there was some where, because you could see the screen where the like live broadcast was, and there's some groups that would come on and they wouldn't sing, they would just do the dance, and they'd only do like the first part of the dance or like jump in and do like sort of the end of the dance. And then it was like a pre-recorded thing being shown live. And I guess they do this because they have so many like groups to showcase that there's not enough time to like for the like switch over, like the couple minutes it takes for like one group to get off the stage and the next to come on. And so they stagger it with some groups that have like a pre-recorded thing so that when you're watching it live it just immediately like rolls into the next one. And but they still like have the people come on stage and like do the dance but not sing it and do like part of it. So that was interesting, but it was still pretty cool. And there was also like 3 people that like stood on a box like right in front of the where the audience was as like the hosts to the live thing. So we watched them do their lines and everything. So that was neat. Chicken Tender was like having a blast. She was all like teenage fangirl energy, which is great. I was once like that too. And then of course the other ladies that were my age that are fans enjoyed it. At one point, like, because you know all the people come on stage and a lot of times they have like a minute to like wave to the fans before they start their set. And at one point I got our little group to like wave our hands back and forth like in the same direction at the same time, and it caught the attention of the girls that were on stage at that moment, and you know they like waved back that way and like gave like a thumbs up. So that was kind of fun. So that was a really cool experience. That was like an hour and a half or something. I think we got out at like 8. And then one of my goals, while in Seoul, was I needed to have like some chicken and sojun. And it would have been a much different experience if it was like just me and my little sister, who's just like a little teenager. You know, we could have just gone and, you know, found a little spot, had some chicken, and I tried a little bit of sojun. But it was much more fun because after all that, we had our little friend group that we had made. And so we all went to Hongdae Street and walked around for a while trying to find a chicken place. Here, let's see. Oh yeah, this was pictures I took when we were just like walking around before we lined up to go in for the K-pop experience. Just neat buildings. There's some more cherry blossoms. Neat little design there, little steps. What did I have? Oh, I thought this was cute, where there's like the trees just there with the little cobblestones, right in the middle of the city. It's kind of cute. Big tall building. Oh, and then I think this was like Hongdae. It was a bustling nightlife. So we walked around a while trying to make sure we found the right spot. I think it was Chicken Bar. No, it wasn't Chicken Bar. We went into a place called Chicken Bus. But we found there was like a subway at the top of the building, which was funny. Let's see. Cherry blossoms, the stream. Pretty much. I like cherry blossoms. Alright, this was the view. It was like the second story, so it was a nice little view. It was also interesting because there's us technically like Americans. There's a Polish lady, a German lady, a Canadian lady, and there had been another American lady, but her and her friend split off to go back to sleep and didn't join us for the dinner. But it was kind of fun. We had a fun little mix. So it was much different energy and much more fun of like, oh, have a cool group to go out and like have some chicken, and then we got like some sort of like dried fish because one of the ladies had seen it on a K-drama and wanted to try it. It was quite yummy. The little puffs to the side tasted like Fruit Loops. And then we had some very nice chicken. This was, I forget if it was like a sweet and sour or not. Very yummy. Very yummy indeed. And then this one was like a garlic one. And so the first one we got boneless, and then this one we got bone in, but it wasn't like your typical like wings. It was like odd cuts of the chicken with the bones, and so it was much harder to eat. But very good chicken. And then I got soju, one of the other ladies got like a beer, and like, you know, we enjoyed like mixing those together and having it. So it was very nice. It was a fun, very fun evening, and I'm sure little chicken tender had a ball. Just with the way she dresses and styles herself in like really fun ways. And she like carries herself with like confidence, and so a lot of people thought she was like, they assumed she was 18, but she's not. So we had fun sometimes as we made our friends, getting them to like guess her age, but it was all very chill, so we enjoyed all hanging out together and just chit-chatting. I remember the lady from Poland talked about like Poland is a very like walking culture, and then talking about the differences in like cities and like walkable cities and whatnot. So it was a very fun dinner. I was like tipsy for just like a little bit, which sister thought was pretty funny. So like after we ate, we like walked around a few more minutes. There was a couple shops. Oh, my little soju. Oh, and I think she talked about it, but chicken tender was like, I gotta come back for my 19th birthday so I can drink. And she got little soju bottle earrings that she wore a bunch. She thought were really fun. So yeah, then we walked around a little bit. I got a hat. This was pretty cheap. This was probably, here, maybe I can convert it real quick. Won to USD. It was 5,900, which sounds like a lot, but it was only like $4. But I didn't get that dark colored one. I got the little lighter colored bottom hat under it. So one of my goals had been to get some bucket hats, and I found some bucket hats. So yeah, that was a cheap hat. But so there was also a pink frog. So shopped for a minute and then grabbed a taxi, and then went home. So it was a very fun night. That was very fun. Got to see all the live dancing and make friends and have like, I'd never really had chances to like go out for drinks like that. So like, and it's not something I really crave or miss, but it was fun and getting to enjoy that kind of atmosphere and fun time of just enjoying chit-chatting with some new friends in another country. We all came from different places. It was very cool. It was very cool talking. And then the next day, day 5, I think, would have been, yeah, day 5. First thing, we went to the like war museum and looked at tanks, and I was walking around with Do Kid, because like sometimes we'd like tag team, so I think for most of the time, well, because I think Dough Baby fell asleep, so Graham Cracker had Dough Baby walking around, and so I had Dough Kid and walked around, and we saw some of the tanks inside, and he was just randomly like, the tanks bring me so much joy, or something like that. It was so funny. He was enjoying looking at the tanks. There's some inside and a whole bunch of stuff outside. Definitely need to come back to Korea, because I'm sure Milliardo would enjoy this. There was a big museum. There's a kids playground down there too, and like a kids museum we didn't go into, but there's a playground that he enjoyed running around at for a bit. So spent the morning just kind of walking through here. This ship, I forget what the history was, but they had all the like bullet holes like marked like that. Very interesting, very interesting. Oh, this was neat. This was like a replica of, there is a body discovered, I forget how many years after the Korean War, and they were able to identify him. And his brother had also served, and so they were able to reunite the brothers after like 30 or 60 years or something, whatever it was. Maybe it was probably like 30 years. But they were able to reunite them and have his bones buried next to his brothers. I was like, that's really sweet. So, very cool museum. Next time we come, we'll have to plan more time to look at it, because I just kind of like breezed through real quick at one point. There's a cool ship. I don't know anything about that ship, but it's got spikes on the top, which is kind of cool. Also, I like it's like an oil painting with jets, which I find really neat. I don't think I've ever seen that before, but I thought that was very fun. Alright, we're 105 pictures into the 200 pictures I have, chat. Let's go! Let's go! More pretty pictures of mountains in the backgrounds of the buildings. I think, yeah, after the War Museum, we tried to go over to a gluten-free bakery for kiddo. Though they didn't have any waffles. We should have went there first. We debated, like, go to the War Museum first or go to this area first. We got into the bakery first. I think they would have had more for him. They just had, like, some muffins and cookies. But he had a couple things. And then we walked around. I think after that, so we were gonna walk to the like the Sky Tower or whatever, like needlepoint thing. And Graham Cracker had mentioned it like as like an option, and I was like, oh, that sounds fun, but I didn't really understand that it would be more trouble than it's worth, because like we ended up walking up there, but then there was like a long line, and then with the stroller and everything, and we're like, maybe this won't work. So I felt kind of silly, because we'd walked past the school market area, and I kind of wish we had just like went there first, because by the time we like walked back to it, things were kind of starting to close. But oh well, oh well. But before that, we went to the cool, it's like Seoul 7017 or something it's called. It's cool, like a cool skywalk. This is just more cute pictures I saw. Oh, this place. It's like, it was originally meant to be like a roadway, but at whatever point it was being built, and they were like, this isn't going to support cars for a roadway. And they were going to take it down, but then they decided to turn it into like this pedestrian skywalkway with all this cool plant life and everything, and a couple cafes. So that was pretty cool. I wanted to check that out. And I found this cool view on top of the cafe to see the city. Look at that. It's huge. It's like a panoramic view. So it's kind of funny looking. But Seoul Station's over there. There's the walkway. All the buildings. It's a very cool view. Very cool. A big city. Lots of buildings. There's another view. This is another good view of the walkway. You can see the walkway that way. Very cool, very cool. Oh, and then this was inside the cafe. Cute little setup. And it's got a nice vibe. Very kind of bougie. Little swan. And then I got a drink. A yummy drink. And then some more cute little trees. Oh, this was funny. This was a sign for the bathroom. And it's a kid peeing. So it also looks like a kid kneeling, pooping. It's like, what do you see, chat? It's like a question to judge your mental state. Do you see a child peeing or a child pooping? Could be either. It could be either. Turtle ship? Oh yeah, the turtle ship's pretty cool. Some cool art, statues. There's a little church peeking out of the corner. I'm going kind of fast, but you can always pause later. This was neat. This was under a bridge. I think there was like telephone wires or something. They had like a little walkway and a little ladder to go check them out. Another just snapshot of like down on one of the streets. And this is like, dang, haven't you tried? And then it's also in a couple other languages. It's in like 4 languages of like, snack shop! Snack shop! Looks like projectile diarrhea. Yeah. I think it took me a minute to realize it was supposed to be like a kid peeing. They also have like little urinals in the ladies' bathroom, so that's very nice to bring to use for you know, taking Do Kid around when he needs to go potty, and it's like, oh, there's a little urinal. You're all set. This was neat, just the way the little land moved. And then so we walked all the way over to the Sky Tower thing, but then you would have, like, there was a long line, you would have had to go up in this elevator, and then who knows what. So I felt a little silly walking all the way over there and realizing that wasn't a good idea. Toe Baby, when we were passing by these tigers, got very upset that we weren't stopping to see the tigers. But oh well, we wanted to go see other stuff. Look at all these hats. This is a lot of hats. Now, there's one morning, because again, the longer the week went on, the slower we were to get out of the apartment. Graham Cracker went on like a walk. She was always waking up early, especially with the time change. So she went on a walk and checked out one of the streets. I forget which one it was. And there was like a toy street, and she was like, it was like a Goodwill threw up. It was just like overrun piles of stuff. So it was really cool to see, but there was a whole bunch of hats at this other little market we found. This may have been the Nandam. And also look at this! Look at all this digital circus merch. It's just a trash bag full of digital circus people. I don't know why, like, why is there so much over here? It's had 1 episode. I'm looking forward to seeing more, but still, it's had 1 episode. There's a little, also the other thing is, like, I guess I didn't know where to look. Like, over where we are, there's more, like, big malls and, like, bigger grocery stores. I didn't know where any of the big grocery stores were. We just saw little markets around, like this one has a bunch of fruit. Kiddo wanted to get a bunch of fruit. Ah, there's that, like, Sky Tower thing. Kind of wanted to go in there, but it was gonna be too much trouble. Maybe next time. Oh, I got a bunch of, went to Olive Young and got a whole bunch of, skincare stuff. Pimple patches that have spikes on it are very helpful. Very helpful. So, that was fun. Got that stuff. Oh, there's the Moony Moon coffee. I got that. This was day... Let's see. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was... Yeah, I think that was Wednesday. So this is probably Thursday, so day 6. I think this was day 6. And so we went back to the, like, Mondong market area. I like how the building kind of drops off down to the street. So we came back here, Sis and I, because there's a place called, like, Beauty Play, and one thing I wanted to do was, like, get my skin analyzed, or, like, have an idea, like, how to, like, what order things to do for my skin. And there was a misunderstanding where, Graham Cracker was like, yeah, they've got, like, some free stuff in there that you can use. And so we go in, and they, like, pointed out a, like, QR code that was saying, like, walk-ins or something. And I tried looking it up. My, like, Wi-Fi wasn't connecting. And so we just started looking around the store. And then much later, after we'd seen most of the stuff, because, like, they had little self-use, like, color matching, like, to see, like, what palette your color matched. And they had, like, a screen that you could do, like, a self-analyze on the screen, but the screen wasn't working. So I assumed those were the free things, but apparently the walk-in, you gotta, like, get on the list for the walk-in and, like, be there. And then they'll, like, do a free services of, like, the skin analysis or, like, makeup or something. So if I just, like, talked to them, asked them a few more questions when we first got in there, I probably could have gotten on the list and gotten the skin analyst that I really wanted, but I didn't. And by the time I asked them questions, I was already done, like, looking at stuff for the most part. And it wasn't actually, like, you couldn't really buy stuff there. It was, like, a display of stuff, and then you look up the stuff online to buy. And they're like, yeah, it would be like 40 minutes before there was a spot. And I was like, well, I've got that time, and I can either sit in here and try and do that, or there's at least like one thing I wanted to get at the Mongdong market that I didn't get last time, and it was little like, you know, those little like hair scrunchy things girls put in their hair to like wash their face. It was for your hand, so like the water didn't run down your wrist. So I was like, well, I guess I'll have to give up on that dream. So decided to go walk around the Mongdong market again. I did find some cute clothes. Like, it was hard finding clothes over there. Hang on. Let me just stretch a second. Oof. Oh, stretch. Ooh. Oh. Oh, man. Oof. Alright. It's, you know, obviously hard finding clothes that aren't, like, super tiny. But I did find one little shop and found some cute stuff in there. So I did get at least, like, a couple clothes. But we were kind of on a time limit because we needed to taxi back over and meet up with the rest of the gang to see the changing of the guards at the palace. What is it? Jongbokgong Palace. Oh, look at all these keychains. There's a huge wall of keychains. So many. Oh, this was hilarious. This is the first thing I see. I'm like walking up to the store and I just see this. And I'm like, hello? What's going on here? Why is this Pepe in handcuffs? But there's a whole bunch of Pepe merch. Look at this bag up in the corner. There's like, you can put like a tissue box in his mouth and pull tissues out. Forgot to take a picture, but I did get like a Pepe, just like the eyes, little hairband to put on when I wash my face, and a little eye mask with Pepe eyes. But I was like, why is there Pepe merch? There's also Wallace and Gromit merch. Mostly like little grommets, like little keychain grommets that were like little mini, like stuffed animal kind of things. But I decided not to get those. I kind of wanted to get some Wallace and Gromit merch, but nothing really spoke to me. And there's more Pepes. And then there's the cherry blossoms that are turning green already. That bag is a mess, lol. It was very funny, but again, I was like, alright, what things that would actually be useful? Because I have bags, but I wanted to get a Pepe thing, which is why I got the, like, hairband washing thing, because I didn't have that, and the eye mask was useful enough, so those were the Pepes I got. There's some cool... Now, here's going to be a whole bunch of pictures of the cool changing of the guards at this palace. It'd be cool. That looks actually cool, the scenery. Doesn't it? Like that mountain there and this. Alright, guys, get ready. It's gonna be real cool. It's really neat. I got like a whole long video of the changing of the guards. It was this very like drawn out ceremony thing. Like, do they really do this every time they change guards? Like, I think they said at least like 2 or 3 times a day. But very cool. Look at that artwork. Very pretty, very pretty. And then here we go, changing of the guards. They've got all their costumes. They got the flags. They're lining up. You got the scenery. You got the band, which was really cool. Look at it, got a giant shell. The band sounded really cool. I'm sure if you look up online, you can like see the full video. All the flags. They do all this march around. It was like this whole long thing. Probably like 15 minutes, so it's not like crazy long, but still. I didn't really know what was happening exactly. Though it was kind of extra long because they would like, as they did different things, they would stop and like say it in Korean, Japanese, English, Chinese, like they'd say it in all the languages. Let's see. So, just really cool pictures. I like the flag, and then they've got that big drum back there. Super loud. Kind of scared Do Kid. he was standing kind of close to it, and it was loud. Like, it was so loud that when Graham Cracker was filming near the drum, and when it banged, it like her video didn't pick up the noise because it was so loud. More cool, all the costumes, well, recreations of stuff, all the flags, whole long ceremony, and then there was like a whole like, you know, each like commanding officer passing off like to the next person, or like verifying that he is the person he says he is. Oh, there's the guy hitting the drum. He does like 3 hits. It's very loud, very loud. Some more cool scenery with the palace and the mountains. There's the band with their cool hats. Oh, okay. So there was that. That was cool. That was day... Were we on day 7? Might be on day 7. This was probably Thursday. Yeah, this was the last day. This was our last day here. So, went over to Mongdong in the morning. Street, whatever. Went and saw the changing of the guards. And then, mostly walked around, Insadong Street. Oh, and before we left the, like, Mongdong market area, we grabbed, like, some katsu. That had, like, chicken tender got katsu with, like, kimchi in the middle, because she loves kimchi. And then I got one that had, like, cheese. So, that was yummy. Then we rushed over. Got to see the change of the guards. The calligraphy. Cool history with the calligraphy. And then just the, like, they're making their written word and everything. So, a proud statue to remind them of that, I think. And then this is, like, the Insadong Street, I think. Or, I don't know, I could be wrong. I forget which street this was. If I'm saying it wrong, I bet my mother told me, but I don't see any messages from her, so I think it was Insadong. Very cool. I think this was my favorite place to shop because it was like more like there was some cool like art galleries and more interesting shops, and wasn't like the big main tourist area. We went to the Kimchi Museum. Let's see. This was the Color Pool Museum. There was all different ball pits and stuff. So Dough Baby was being kind of fussy and clingy to me. So just Dough Kiddo went in there today. She had taken them both the other day. And the door looks like a vending machine, which is kind of fun. And then this was just cute. Whatever this kind of mall area had this cute little traditional garbs. It was really cute too. The day we were walking to the palace, and there was like all kinds of people like rent the hanbok and the traditional clothes, and I think if you rent one of them, you can get into all the palaces free. And so there was at one point we were walking, and there was like this big procession of all these like old couples in the traditional clothes walking together, which was so cute. So anyway, that looked kind of fun. A little view out over one of the balconies of whatever like neat little buildings down there where it seemed like there may be restaurants. Then there's a little vendor's market down at the base of this little mini mall, and I think all those were like hand crocheted little people, which is very impressive. There was a pink panther that I was tempted by, but I decided against it. There's these tiny little guys, little ceramic guys. This is just a cute little thing. So yeah, Dough Baby was not feeling super happy. I forget if he had like gotten much of a nap or if it was like his nap time. I remember I tried putting him on my back in the carrier. And he got so mad at me. He was furious. He was livid. And so we walked from like that little mall about like a block down to the Kimchi Museum. And the whole time I'm trying to like bounce him. Like I took him off my back. And I'm trying to bounce him and hold him. I like stop a couple times to try and nurse him. And he is just raging at me, fighting me, like trying to get out of my arms. But if I put him down, he's just gonna like flail on the ground. And there was like this lady, this like older-ish lady that she kind of had like I don't know if she kind of had like a resting scowl face, but like she tried talking to us once, but we're just kind of like busy trying to like walk with the baby, and then she like kind of followed us and came up to us a couple more times, and Chicken Tender used her like app on her phone to translate, and she was like pointing back the direction we came and was, I guess, trying to say something about like changing and like the bathroom or something. And then Chicken Tender was like, he's just mad. He's just really mad. So it was a little uncomfortable because I'm like, I'm just trying to deal with this. And I guess you're trying to be helpful, but you know, it's not really gonna help with what he's doing. He's just very mad. And then as soon as we get up to the kimchi museum, then he was fine. And he was happy and laughing with the ladies. He calmed down. Chicken Tender, yep. That's because we have a chicken farm and she tends to the chickens, even though she doesn't really do much of the work, but still funny fun. So anyway, that was interesting. I guess I'll do a quick tangent on like all the old ladies love the babies. They're all over Dough Baby. And you know, a lot of people would stop and stare or like try and say hi to them, or like the only thing that was like they're a little too comfortable like reaching out and like touching or grabbing them, where it's like, can you not sometimes? Like some like particularly kiddo will sometimes be in like a mood where he's like overwhelmed and like doesn't want anyone to touch him. And so there was at least once where we're like trying to cross the street, we're trying to like get over to where we need to get a taxi and get somewhere, and there was a guy that he was like, I don't know if he seemed like a worker. I don't know if he was doing like construction there or he was holding a sign or something. And I don't know if he was like one of those awkwards like trying to move out of the way, but you keep accidentally getting in the way. And then he like, as we finally get around him, like reaches down to touch Dough Kid. And at that point we were already like, it's always hard getting him dressed to get out the door. And at that point it's like, alright, finally got him dressed, finally got everyone out the door. I forget what we were doing that day, but we were just like trying to get out, get a taxi, go ahead and get our day started. He was already had gotten thrown off by something and was kind of melting down. And so it's like when the guy like reached down and touched him and then throws him kiddo into another spiral, it's like, could you have not, you know, like, I know he's cute, but could you not just reach down and touch him, because that is the opposite of what I need right now. I mean, everyone's like pretty nice, and you know, wants to talk and say hi. Lots of people came up and like, you know, wanted to talk to us and like ask where we came from, or then trying to explain like, all right, so I'm the mom to these two, and then that's the mom, you know, Graham Cracker's the mom to us two, and then we're sisters. And we were going through customs on the way back because they flew back with us, spent a couple days with us before they went back home. Trying to go through the like immigration, they're looking at our passports, and it was like they couldn't figure out like who was who. Like they're having trouble like distinguishing our faces. Anyway, other tangent there. But yeah, a lot of people were very friendly and wanted to come talk to us, but sometimes it was like we maybe don't get too in our space, or like try and touch the kids if we're obviously like trying to get somewhere. Anyway, that tangent's over. Let's move on. We're at 166 out of 200 pictures. Let's go. Oh, this was in the kimchi museum. It's very cute. You get a little sample of kimchis afterwards. We were like, we were pretty tired. Our feet were kind of tired, so we mostly like breezed through. And also, Dough Baby was being Dough Baby and very wiggly. So I took a bunch of pictures of a lot of the displays because it's all about that good fermentation. And I've made some sauerkraut before. I haven't made kimchi before, but I took a bunch of pictures to like read later. So I should actually sit down and read those at some point. But oh, and then when we were on like the street in Insadong, whatever it's called, the like 1,000, how many threads? Like the guy was making some, so he was showing like, you know, here's one fold and twist, and then do another fold and twist, and now it's this many, and another fold and twist, and now it's like this many, until it's like this fine little hairs of the candy. So we got a chocolate one. It looks like a little bird's nest, and it's definitely interesting because I guess it's like mostly like fermented honey, like these little strands, and then they're like really thin, and so it's very like powdery when you bite into it, and then it gets really like gummy and squishy. But it was pretty fun. That was neat to see. Cute little fire truck, fire extinguisher, I thought was cute. And then some cool artwork. See, this is the Insadong. I think it's Insadong. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't even know how to spell it. It's a cool street though. It's by the one palace. It's pretty close to the palace that starts with the G. There is some beautiful artwork. Very pretty artwork. I found a bunch of cute stuff here. And then I think that night, yeah, because that was our last night. So had a whole bunch of fun walking around there. Found a bunch of cute stuff. Found a cute dress I'll show you. And then at that point, I think one of them had fallen asleep. Probably Dough Baby. I think Dough Baby had fallen asleep in the stroller. And so and it's like, it's a pretty walkable city. Like I said, like 20-30 minute walk, just like a nice little stroll can get you a lot of places. And so at that point, Graham Cracker took the stroller and all the bags and stuff, and so then we just got a taxi with Kiddo to get back, and she just walked to get back home instead of trying to like get a sleeping Dough Baby up and everything. We did like the bus and the subway like a couple times, and then realized it's much easier throwing everything into the taxi and just holding on to the kids and stuff, because it's harder to manage doing that. Even though the double stroller I had holds up really nicely, it was much easier with the taxis. But yeah, so she walked home, and then when we got back, sister and I grabbed some coffees, and then there was a Korean barbecue place like close to where we were. I was like, all right, I gotta try it. So she hung out, so I like went ahead and got a table, because the very first night we got there, and it was like a Saturday night, and like we tried walking around, it was like 8 p.m. and like none of the restaurants were open. We just got convenience store food. But I wanted to make sure I like got into this place before it like closed. So she hung out with Kiddo. I got our spot. Once Graham Cracker showed up again, she came and joined us, so we got to enjoy a nice little meal together. I just got pretty much those two meats, and then we enjoyed all the sides and chit-chatting. And then this, I think it's, how was it pronounced, like Mongol or something? Because I was like, oh, I want to get a drink. I was like, I don't know if I want like soju or a beer, and this was listed under the alcohol, so I'm like, oh, that looks cool. And then it came in this huge bottle, and they like bring it over in this huge bottle, and then the funny little bowls there. And I thought the bowls were for putting meat in, and so I start like putting the meat that I was cooking into the bowl, and then the guy comes over, and he could tell like we had no idea what we were doing, and so then he was like kind of motioned like that was for the drink, and then I like Googled, I guess it's like, I guess you drink it out of this little bowl. And we asked for like extra plates for the meat, but I realized later, I think the radish on the table over here, can't really see it, it's on the side. I think you're supposed to like use that as your plate. But I was like, this is a big thing. But it was only, at first I looked at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is 6% alcohol, but it's only 0.6. It's more like a, yeah, it doesn't really do much. Like, it's like a little bit more than like a kombucha. So I enjoyed that, and I took it back and like drank it like the next day. It was yummy. I think it was like Mongol, what is it? Hang on. Here, we can look at this other funny thing. But I could search it. What was it called? Let me search it. I can do it over here. Oh, also, I had this red coat that a friend of mine had ordered like years and years ago. A friend of mine had ordered this like red coat from Korea in like a size large, and it was not a US size large. It was more like, yeah, it didn't fit her. And so she gave it to me, and so I had to bring it with me so that I could wear the coat from Korea in Korea at least once. I think I only wore it one day because my other cardigan matched my outfits better. I'll also say it was nice having a chance to like actually think and like plan out my outfits and actually like have like extra hands for the kids so I could actually like put on some makeup and like try slightly different things with my hair. Um, and I was like, oh, this was kind of nice. If I actually had my clothes organized, which I was working on today, finally trying to figure out where my clothes actually belong instead of being in different piles places. Um, I'm like, if I actually had like a little bit of extra brain space to like plan an outfit, I can. It's just I often don't have the brain space or the like time to do it. Alright, what is the name of this drink? I'm gonna find it. There we go. Up there. It's called. What is it called? Come on. Oh, it's called like. It's like Makio. How do you say it? Hang on. I need to know how to say this. Let me go back. How do you spell this? Makgeolli. How do you say it? Makgeolli. Alright, that's how you say it. It was a yummy drink. I was just surprised and way out of my depth because I had no idea what was going on. But it was good. It was good. And then there was this other funny drink that I got out of the vending machine that was some funny rice drink of sorts. So that was fun to try. There's also tons of these, and especially like Baskin Robbins ice cream drinks. I think I got a mint chocolate chip one. That was really good. The Hershey's cookies and cream was always like a favorite growing up, but the drink did not live up to the hype. And then I think that's only a couple more pictures. I think that was like leaving Seoul, looking at the mountain, the cool like city. There's different places like as you're leaving Seoul, you just see like this huge grouping of buildings, all tightly packed together of all these tall buildings. That was like another little city somewhere. Oh, and look, it's a bear. Reminded me of Sena. Hello. Hello. Oh, and okay, so this is the stuff I got. So that was the end of all the pictures. So on the last day, we just like got up, got everything packed. I think I stayed up really late because like the bedtime routine is kind of hard with like a new space and everything. And so I think that night, instead of trying to like get kiddo laid down and then try and like get up again and like work on packing everything like I needed to, I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep if I do that. So I just like let him hang out and like watch some videos while I packed, and then we like both went to bed at like 2 a.m. Oh, but we did it and got everything packed up and fairly smooth getting out the door. So one thing I got the Daiso was this little, the top spins down, like, you know, you push it down, put trash in it. So it's a little coffee cup dustbin, which I'm going to use for collecting my lint in the laundry room. This was cute. It's a little market by that one mall. There's little pine, everything made out of pine trees, and there was cute little crosses, and then this is like little bells that are supposed to be lucky. If you can get for luck, keep it in your house. So that's really cute. I got some cute bookmarks. These were everywhere. There's many of the shopping places all had the same kind of stuff. So those were very cute little bookmarks. I like those. This was in this one shop that both Chicken Tender and I like spent a bunch of time looking around and like getting things from, and then Kiddo had picked that up from like a random corner, and the lady was like, "Oh, you can have that." So that was Kiddo's. And then this is cute. It's a little hairpin. That reminds me of my mama Pippa. Haha. Also got, so this was like one of the very, very first things I got at the Kabini, was this like apple mango jelly, and it ended up just kind of being squished, and I don't want to throw it away, but I also don't want to eat it. And it just ended up in my suitcase, a squished little thing. I had a different one. I bought a different one at one point because this got all squished up by Dough Baby, but I bought a different one at one point, and it was yummy. So this pattern was so cute, and we were in this really cute shop for the longest time on like the Instong Street. So many cute things there. There was a bunch of like stuff they sewed and a bunch of jewelry and headbands, and I loved that pattern. And there's a whole bunch of cute bags and everything. And it was really hard because I liked the big bags because it showed off the design more. But again, I was trying to stick with like what are things that I will actually like need or use that aren't just like duplicates of things that I already like needs that I already have met, if that makes sense. So instead of getting a bag, I got a pencil case, and then not pictured is like this funny little like cup holder for your drink. You know, if you got like a coffee to go or something, where it's like, you know, the little sleeve that goes in, and then there's like a little strap attached to it. So that was cute. I got both of those in that pattern. It was very cute. Oh, so this is a top I got. It's a very cute, it's a little washout here, but it's a cute green top, and it's got kind of a bow looking thing. So I found that fit me, so that was nice. And then these jeans just fit. They were on the sale rack. I didn't see any other jeans like it on the other rack, but I really like them, and they fit a little tight, but they fit. So I was like, I'm gonna get them. They're cute, and I don't know if it's gonna be cool enough to wear them now, or if I'll have to wait till things cool down again. But they're cute. I like them. And then this was really fun. There's this other shop we spent a bunch of time in on the Instong Street, where not all of it, but a lot of it was clothes made in Korea. And there's like this cute wrap dress with the little red. I really like it. It's very pretty. I like it. So I got that. Those were like the 3 clothing things I got. But don't worry, chat. Recently, this past weekend, I went out thrifting with some friends. And there's one store in particular that has a lot of really cute clothes for really cheap. Like, you know, 300, 500 yen, which is like, you know, a couple dollars to like $3. And, you know, then like 800 and some that are a little more, but like really cheap clothes that are very cute. And I had time to actually like look around and try a bunch of stuff on. So it's been a while since I'd done like a clothing haul like that, so I didn't feel guilty doing it the other day because I found some really fun stuff, and now I'm motivated to like work on actually figuring out how my closet's gonna be set up. So anyway, cute dress there. I think it's like a linen material, which is always a win. And then some other random things. Dough Kid insisted on getting that fan. And Dough Baby likes cats, so we got that fan. I like the little Sojun bottle opener, and it's upside down, but cute little lady on a cow, little magnet. It's cute. Cute dress. Thank you. I like it. I got, this is my Digital Circus merch. I already have Pomni that I got. It was like a random Pomni in one of the malls a while ago, and so I got a Jax and the oh gosh, I'm forgetting his name. Can't remember the guy with the eyes and the mouth. Gosh, I can't remember his name now, but I got those two. Like it's in Korean. I wonder, like, why is there so much merch? What happened? I like this sock. There's some places that had like a bunch of socks for sale. Dough Kid picked out a bunch of socks at one of the places in like the underground market, and then these kinds of style little bags were like everywhere. So that was that little bag was one of the on the first day on the Mongdong Street or whatever. So cute little bag, little zipper thing. This is cute. This was from that like reverse, like no reverse cafe. It's a honey badger. It's a honey badger. I like honey badgers, and this cute green cap. So I got 3 hats. Mission accomplished. And in one of the places we got some that had like a whole bunch of cute jewelry on the Mongdong Street. And so Chicken Tender and I were very much enjoying looking there. And then Kiddo just like, there was like a display of different keychains, like with all kinds of different sports and different bottles and all kinds of keychains. And he just kept like running back and forth between the front of the store and wherever I was and putting keychains in the basket until finally I had finished looking at what I wanted to look at. and went back with him. I was like, all right, we can pick 2, and put back all the other ones. And then he decided on these 2. I should probably give them to him because they were packed up. But he got those and he got socks, and that's about all he cared to get as far as shopping wise. And then look at this! I found Moomin pins. There was a whole Moomin family, and there's a little calcifer. Picture's upside down. And then a cute little knitting guy, and then there's some more cute little hair clips. But look at this, the Moomins. It's so cute. I love it. I love it. And that's it. That's it. Woohoo! We did it, chat! We went through all the pictures I told, all the stories I could think of. We did it. Woo. Let's see, maybe I can move myself. We did it! It's 2 a.m. Yay! Alright, well I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's nice kind of like capturing the memories, so I can always go back and listen to this stream for myself. So it's kind of like, this is more of the motivation, is kind of telling my future self this story. Trying to think of any other random things. We had to see cherry blossoms, take lots of pictures, hang out. Of course, it was very wonderful getting to see my mom and sister. It is hard living on the other side of the world. I don't think it's been more than like 6 months. Like since starting to have kids, I don't think we've gone longer than like 6 months between like seeing each other. We lived apart when we were back in the States, and we'd like travel to see each other often. And so I'm very grateful to have a family that will travel and see me across the world. And none of them would be like motivated. no one would be motivated to like try and travel that distance, because I think they're still trying to recover from the time change and everything. But it is one nice thing about me being all the way over here is that it's a good like incentive and motivation to like step out of the comfort zone, or like kind of do these bigger, crazier trips together. So it's nice, it's fun, like making these memories and doing these cool things in these foreign countries. So I'm grateful for that. It was a nice trip. It was a really nice trip. So yeah, it was nice. It was very nice. It was a good time. And then they flew back with us, and whew, next time I travel on a plane, I gotta get Dough Baby his own seat, because he is really, and I don't know if it'll be much better if he'll get upset in a car seat, but I think it'll be easier for me to maneuver at least. And yeah, it was definitely a lot of work trying to keep them both settled and entertained and not bothering people and everything. But it was a good time. And then when we came back here, we got to enjoy the mall, went to another little market, got some yakiniku that was really good. So a good time was had. I already missed them. I always miss them. I'm always bugging them. Always sending her messages and being like, Mom! 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 It never ends. And as a mother, I hope it's in a way you hope it never ends. Like you obviously want them to grow and become their own good people, but I'm sure Mom is happy that I still bug her a lot. All right. So yeah, that was a fun trip. Fun trip. Oh, let's see, anything else to talk about? Because man, I beat. Oh, and actually, you know what? It feels like things have gotten better since coming back. There's definitely been like, you know, beginning of the year or different times where it felt like we were in a funk of like, we're trying to get a good routine going, or trying to get out and about, because there's been many times that there's been like a chunk of time of kiddo, like it's so hard to get clothes on him and get him in a car seat, and so it makes it so much harder to like go places, which is a drag, and it's like kind of just puts you in like a rut of not being able to like try and go do stuff with them. But I don't know, I feel like since coming back, everyone's kind of been in a better mood and better routine and working together better. So I'm much more optimistic, and it's been nice. It's like, try and get back in my. It's like a nice fresh start. Kind of get back in our routine. Kind of work on some things. Try and get out more. Gonna go to the zoo tomorrow with some friends. We checked out a new aquarium the other day. And yeah, it's been really nice. Summer's coming. I'm not ready. Not ready for summer, but I think I'm gonna try and do all the outdoor stuff now. Do all the outdoor stuff now. Start going to the beach now. That by the time summer really hits, when it's just like miserable, then we'll just go do all the indoor play places. But yeah, so things have been going pretty good. The streams have been scuffed. I feel like the past several streams have just been like, wow. But give and take, give and take. But I made it. Yay! Oh gosh, it's now like almost like 2:30. Okay, I really should wrap up. I should wrap up. I'm feeling it. I'm tired. No one's crying yet, so maybe I actually have a moment to see who I can raid. Ooh, Rondon is streaming. That's fun. I wonder if he has his raids on. Let's see. Mary's already asleep. He's like, he started his subathon like while we were in Korea, and he is still going strong. Who else is around? Maury's streaming. Someone else over here. I kind of want to raid Rondon. That could be fun. Just for funsies. Here. Let's check. Let's check. Alright. What options do I have? Gonna raid. I like raiding. I like raiding people. I like sending them love. Woo! Let's see. Now, who has their raids open? It's the question. There's so many times that I want to raid people and they don't have their raids open. That raid's not open. What about here? Tell me if this raid is open. No. Alright, well, neither of them are open, but we'll manual raid. There's a little streamer over here that's playing Sena, but it's always nice raiding other little people's other channels that have like a handful of viewers. So hang on, I will post the link in chat instead, and let's run over and say hi. Wish her a good day. Thank you for the stream, Minna. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for joining us. Botsu vanilla. Bread bye. Alright, here we go. I'll pin this. If I can pin it. Good night, Minna. Thank you. Thank you for everyone that came and joined us for the stream. Loop, Blanc, the Rad Man, I'm out of names, Deluxe, Birch, Boyo, Slipkin, Slippa, all you lovely people. Let's see. Come on, let me pin it. Ah, no. I need to pin this. Let me pin it. Where's my thing? Come back! Let me pin it. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Manual raid. Let's go do a manual raid. Alright, thank you for joining me, everyone. Today's Wednesday night for me? Oh, I'll probably try and fit in a stream this weekend. Not sure exactly when. I don't know. Maybe I might play more Snufkin. I want to get a little further in. Or maybe I'll do a reading stream. Probably either Snufkin or reading stream. I don't know. Let me know on Twitter what you'd rather see. So, all right. Bread bye, everyone. Until next time, stay fresh, my friend.